language, lesson 12. So yesterday we talked about a run-on sentence, and we could correct a run-on sentence by putting a period after our first complete thought, and then capitalizing our word right after the period, and that corrected our run-on sentence. But another way to correct a run-on sentence is to use a comma and. Okay? So open your language books to page 13 and look at the top of page 13. It says a run-on sentence is two or more sentences written incorrectly as one sentence. We learned that yesterday. And then it gives us an example. It says, I was in a hurry this morning. I forgot my lunch at home. Now that's two complete thoughts, right? I was in a hurry this morning. I forgot my lunch at home. Now we could put a period after morning, and then our I is already capitalized for us, so we would have two complete thoughts there, and we would have corrected our run-on sentence. Or we could say, I was in a hurry this morning, comma, and I forgot my lunch. So you can also correct a run-on sentence by using a comma and. Look at number 1. Many bats eat moss. A Luna moth has a trick. So in this sentence, there are actually 3 words that we can use with our comma. We can say comma and or comma but. And those are probably the 2 that we would use for 3rd grade to correct a run-on sentence, comma and, comma but. So if we look at number 1, many bats eat moss. A Luna moth has a trick. So it tells us in the little star at the end of the sentence to use comma but to correct our sentence. So we would write it like this. Many bats eat moths, comma, but a Luna moth has a trick. So that is how we would correct that run-on sentence. Many bats eat moths. It told us to use comma, but in the little star. Comma, but a Luna moth has a trick. So you would rewrite that sentence, putting in your comma, but in order to correct that run-on sentence. Now look at number 2. Number 2 tells you to use comma and. Do y'all see the star I'm talking about at the end of the run-on sentence? So number 2 says use comma and. The Luna moth twirls the tips of its wings. The moth confuses the bat. 2 complete thoughts. So first we have to figure out where our first complete thought ends. The Luna moth twirls the tip of its wings. That sounds like a complete thought. So it would be, the Luna moth twirls the tips of its wings, comma, and then we finish the sentence, the moth confuses the bat. So that is how you would how you would correct that run-on sentence by using a comma and or a comma but, okay? So you're going to write those sentences correctly, and then look at think A. It says circle each run-on, or correct, not circle guys, correct each run-on sentence by adding a comma and a joining word. A joining word is and, but, or, no, or, okay? So you will add one of those words to correct the run-on sentences. But when you just add the word, what do you have to add with it? Comma and, comma but, comma or. You have to have your comma with it, okay? So you guys have your thinkers on and correct those run-on sentences using your comma and a joining word. Comma and, comma but, comma or, okay?